My parents handed my golden child brother $20,000 toward a house. When I bought mine 3 years earlier, they didn't offer me a single dollar. So at the next family dinner, I finally said out loud exactly what I thought. Robin had been the favored one for as long as I could remember. It wasn't subtle. Every situation that counted made it obvious. If Robin slipped up, my mom immediately softened it. He was under pressure. He was dealing with something, he didn't mean it. If I slipped up, it turned into a full investigation. Same house, same parents, completely different results. Robin learned early that consequences barely touched him. I learned early that everything stuck to me. If he broke something, it was an accident. If I broke something, it was carelessness. That was the system. By the time we were teenagers, the difference wasn't even hidden. Robin quit his first job after 2 weeks because he claimed his manager had an attitude. My parents didn't push back. They simply covered his phone bill and told him to start over. I worked at a grocery store after school. When I asked to cut hours during exams, my dad said, "Nobody rearranges life for you." That line settled into my head as normal. Robin received support. I received pressure. Robin got help. I got instructions. College changed nothing. Robin switched majors, dropped out, then went back as if everything was flexible. My parents treated every choice he made like a temporary phase that needed encouragement. I stayed in my program, worked weekends, took out loans, and kept quiet because complaining never altered anything. After graduation, I married David. We decided early that we wouldn't ask anyone for help. We saved hard, cut every unnecessary expense, and moved toward a house the slow way. No shortcuts, no safety net, just the two of us. The day we finally closed, I stood in the driveway holding the keys, exhausted, but quietly proud. I called my parents. My dad said, "Good job." My mom said, "Send pictures." That was all. No visit, no offer of support, nothing. I told myself it was fine, yet the emptiness stayed with me longer than I admitted. 3 years later, Robin announced he was buying a house too. The family group chat exploded. My mom was already discussing paint colors before anything was settled. My dad acted as if it were a shared family victory. Then my cousin Ryan called. His tone was casual at first. "You hear they gave Robin money?" I stopped. "What money?" "20,000 for the down payment." I froze mid-step. "That can't be right," I said. "It is. They transferred it last week." A few days later, I asked my mom directly. She answered without hesitation. "We gave him $20,000 to help him get started." No explanation, no awkwardness, just normal. Something inside me went silent. When I bought my house, I received nothing. Not even a conversation about help. Only advice about responsibility. I didn't argue that day. I simply ended the call. But I stopped pretending the pattern wasn't real. At the next family dinner, everything looked ordinary on the surface. Robin was excited, talking about furniture and paint. My parents smiled as if they were part of his success. Halfway through the meal, I set my fork down. "How much did you give Robin for his house?" The room shifted. My mom answered, "20,000. Silence. I nodded. "When I bought mine 3 years ago, you gave me 0. No one spoke at first. My dad leaned back. "You're turning this into something it isn't." I looked at him. "No, I'm only stating what happened." The table stayed still. Robin finally spoke, his voice unsteady. "This isn't fair." I met his eyes. I know. That unsettled him more than anger would have, because I wasn't trying to win anymore. I was simply finished arguing with what was obvious. I reached into my jacket and set an envelope on the table. My dad frowned. "What's that?" "Everything you've asked me for over the years," I said. Inside was a record of the repairs I handled, the emergencies I fixed, the weekends I gave up, the money I spent keeping this family running when things broke. Thousands of dollars in total support, time, labor, responsibility, all of it unacknowledged. At the bottom was one line. "From now on, ask Robin." No speech followed. I stood. David stood with me. We left. No one followed. No one stopped us. After that night, the change came quietly. Calls still arrived, but less often, and when they did, they weren't directed at me as much. Robin began receiving them. At first he tried, and he couldn't keep up because being the backup plan was never something he had been prepared for. Eventually, things started breaking in ways I was no longer fixing. The system that had always relied on me began operating without me. The last time my dad called it was about a small repair. I told him I couldn't make it. There was a pause. Then he said, "All right," and hung up. No argument, no follow-up, just acceptance. For the first time, I wasn't the one holding everything together. I was simply outside.